What's going on, nation? I wanted to make a video and talk to you guys about motivation and what motivates me and ways that I think that I can help you stay motivated as you go throughout your fitness journey. Now, when I was a kid, I was growing up. I lived in a pretty standard household. I had loving parents. I had an older brother. I had other siblings as well, sister. Well, I got 4 brothers and 2 sisters to be exact, all different ages. But, growing up for me, I was a young kid. I was about 12 years old. I was getting picked on a bit at school. Like I said, I had an older brother who him and his friends liked to pick on me and beat on me. And not that I'm worried about that now or hold any grudges. In fact, my brother says if it wasn't for him picking on me, I never would have got into weightlifting. And that's the exact reason. That's what brought me to lifting weights. And when I first started lifting, I was doing it because I was angry and I wanted to be like my superheroes in my comic books. I couldn't understand why nobody would step in and help me when they saw me getting picked on. But the heroes in my comic books that everyone claims to love are always stepping in and putting themselves in harm's way to help somebody else out. So I wanted to be like that growing up. And so I took the anger that I had as a kid and I put it into, my weight set, my dad's weight set down in the basement of our house. And I still remember my first workout CD. It was a band called Orgy and the CD name was Candy Ass. I'm probably dating myself right now, but that's fine. I'm only 29 years old. But, don't get me wrong, guys. I didn't grow up, I didn't have a hard time at home. I was very well loved. I just got picked on at school and I wanted to find a way to kind of channel that anger. A lot of you guys ask me, you asked me if I started out as really skinny, if I was ever overweight. You asked me if I'm an ectomorph or mesomorph. And basically, to answer all those questions, I was always really skinny as a kid, except for that weird time period when I was really young. My mom has a photo of me somewhere, sitting down eating Cheetos, and I had a big belly, like a little kid belly, you know what I mean? I think it's a hilarious photo. She also has one of me tied up in telephone cords. I gotta find that one too. But growing up, I was really skinny. Now, I'll show you guys a photo of me around the time when I first started lifting. So I'll put that over here. And, I had no idea what I was doing. I wish that I had access to the kind of information that all of you have who are on YouTube and you're watching this video. I mean, you guys can just go online and you can learn so much about fitness and how to reach your goals. And to be 100% honest with you, I don't think I really started to hone in my skills as a trainer until I started doing my YouTube channel. Now, I had been a trainer for a while, since I was 18 years old. But you're taught all the standard stuff, put your clients through circuits, don't go past 90 degrees on a bench press or a squat, and all those old school ways of thinking. And so I feel like the internet really sped things up as far as how to get into the fitness industry and how to learn as much as possible and see what's out there. I mean, I had no idea what I knew what calisthenics was, but I had no idea that there were people, doing all this crazy stuff on bars and all that you see on YouTube now. I thought only gymnasts did that, I didn't know any better. I was only a little kid. So for me, it was okay, I'm gonna go in my basement. I know that I can lay down on this bench and I can do some reps on the bench and I can change it to an incline and I can do some curls, and that was pretty much the extent of my working out when I was 12. And then by the time I turned 14, I started working in a gym, and that's where I kind of got my start and I got my career going. And at that point in time in my life, I was starting to turn fitness into something more of a passion. I wasn't working out because I was angry. Actually, at that point, I really didn't care what people thought of me or if they picked on me at school, because I had a place to go, my sanctuary, where I could go no matter what, and there were always people there who loved me and wanted to talk to me and get to know me and teach me things, aside from obviously being at home with my parents. And so I want to get to the topic of motivation. There's a lot of really cool motivational, videos out there, and there's a lot of people who give really great motivational speeches, and, there's songs you can listen to, videos you can watch, TV shows. There's going to be something for everyone that really digs deep inside of you and gets you motivated to do something. But, it gets to times in your life where sometimes those things aren't enough. And for me personally, I think that it's great if you can go watch a video or listen to a song and get pumped up. But I don't think until you can really dig deep into your core and find what truly motivates you, that you're gonna be able to stay motivated in order to complete your fitness journey. And what I mean is, you need to be able to motivate yourself. Like, you really need to be able to sit, maybe meditation, if you're into that sort of thing, and you might think it's, funny that I'm saying meditation, but if you just can't sit down and take in a deep breath and look inside yourself and figure out why you're on this planet and why you're doing what you're doing and why that means something to you, if you need an external source to always push you, then I don't think you really have this thing down, or this fitness lifestyle down as to why you're doing it. Maybe you're just doing it because it's a fad, everyone else is doing it, maybe you just want to be in great shape, but you don't really have like that core reason as to why you do it. And so when you try to dig deep on those times where you can't really get yourself motivated to do anything, you have a really hard time and you struggle, and maybe you fray from the path a little bit. Now for me, what keeps me motivated? Why do I do this? Why do I like being here? Well, I found that reason, out very early in life when I was a kid. I wanted to be able to help people, and, society basically molded my brain to make me think that only superheroes could help people, and you laugh and you think it's funny, but that's what I thought when I was a kid. If I wanted to be a superhero and help people, I needed to be big and strong. And you don't have to be big and strong to help people, but it sure does help. And so as a kid, that was kind of like my core reason as to why I wanted to do it. I wanted to be, a superhero. I wanted to be able to help people and keep them on track. Now, what do I say as an adult as to why I want to stay in shape? And, I guess now, if I look deep inside myself and I think, okay, why am I going to the gym? Why do I care if I add more weight to my deadlift? Why do I care if I break a PR? Why do I care if I get more ripped? Why do I care if I work on areas of my body that need a little bit more work? Like, why does this all even matter? Like, what's the point? Just wasting time, or am I actually doing something that's adding value to my life? And for me, that core reason, deep down, of course I still want to be a superhero, but deep down now, I can realize that I'm a teacher. And I was put on this earth to help other people reach their goals, and to help people like you find those reasons on your own as to why you want to stick with this and why you want to make this a part of your life and make this a part of your journey. Some of us are put here on earth just to be teachers, Maybe you're sitting at home watching this video and you're thinking, why should I make fitness a part of my lifestyle? Maybe you have a family and maybe they rely on you, and you may want to make sure that you're always in the best shape of your life so you can always be there to support them. Maybe you're a firefighter or a cop and you just want to make sure you're strong enough to be able to chase down the bad guys or put out fires. Or maybe you're just a regular person, and you want to be prepared in case something ever comes along that's required for you to help out and do something. Maybe it's a natural disaster, or you're walking down the street and somebody falls down and you want to be able to help pick them up. It could be something as simple as that. So what is your reason? And I want you to maybe put those reasons down in the comment section below and tell us. Let the community see, like, hey, my name is so-and-so, and this is why I'm into this fitness lifestyle, and this is what motivates me, and this is how I stay motivated. And whenever I get off track, these are the things that I think about that help me get back on track. Now for me, the past couple months, I've been feeling a bit, run down lately. I've been doing a lot of traveling, and that really impacts my training schedule, and it really, impacts my energy level. And I got sick a few times, like going back and forth. I came home with high fevers, and I come in the gym and I try to do my thing, and I'm trying to film videos, and I'm trying to edit, and I'm turning into a zombie in front of the computer screen. And I had to basically do what I told you guys, and I had to kind of put myself back in the mindset of when I first got into this thing. And what did I do? To be honest, I put on some Dragon Ball Z, which is a cartoon I watched a lot around the time where I got into lifting. And I started listening to a lot of the old music that I used to listen to when I first started lifting in my basement. And that kind of brought me back to that place where I was this motivated 12-year-old wanting to change the world. And it made me realize, like, hey, I'm still that motivated 12-year-old kid, but now I'm an adult, I have a lot more power, and I have a lot bigger voice, and I can actually help a lot more people, and I've been doing that now for the past 5 years on YouTube. And so, maybe you're watching this and your story might not be like mine. You might not have a YouTube channel, but you can still be a teacher and you can still help others. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you're into fitness and you're going to your local gym and, you're trying to help others as you continue your journey and learn new exercises and routines. And, you just got to dig deep. And the deeper you dig, and when you finally get to the core and you analyze it and you get that core reason completely figured out, just like anything, the core is the most important part of your body when it comes to exercises and when it comes to your own motivation. If you don't have a strong core, you have more of a tendency to injure yourself. So in this whole, talk of motivation, if your core reason isn't figured out and isn't a strong one, you're going to continuously falter and, get off of that path of trying to reach your goals. So figure out that core reason, Hermanites, and let me know what it is in the comment section below. Now, for more great tips, exercises, routines, and recipes, you guys can always join us in the forum section of scotthermanfitness.com. They're absolutely free to use, and I'd be more than happy to help you reach your goals. See you guys next time.